Call Layim La Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakakwadash. And that's all praises to the Heavenly Father through the name of the only begotten Son. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone for teaching us the 100% truth according to the Bible and who rule well. Shalom to all you Akim and you Aqua, those that are hopeful elect that are seeking for salvation. I want to bring out this article here that I found to be very interesting. This is from ABC News. It says, more than 6,000 people killed in gun violence so far in 2023. More than half of all gun violence deaths this year were deaths by suicide. Okay, it says shootings have continuously made headlines in just the first 2 months of the year. Okay, we haven't even made it to the third month. So far, 6,278 people have died from gun violence this year in the U.S. as of February 23rd. Okay, it says, which is roughly an average of 116 deaths each day. Deaths by suicide made up the vast majority of gun violence deaths this year. 56% of, it says, the non-profit gun violence tracker reports, it says there's been an average of 66 deaths by suicide per day in 2023 up to now. Okay. Of those who died from gun violence this year, 227 were teenagers and 36 were children. The majority of these deaths have occurred in Texas, California, Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, Illinois, and Louisiana. So it's going down. Now, I want to bring out Ezekiel chapter 7, verse 5. It says, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and evil and only evil, behold, is come. Evil represents bad times. So clearly there's a lot of bad times. People are offing themselves from the miseries that the Lord is bringing. And so people can't take these hardships, things that are happening within their lives for whatever reason, diseases they may suffer from. Obviously, we know they have mental cases, right? The scriptures say, give me any plague but the plague of the mind. All right, these people are losing it. May have lost a job, lost an income, spouse, family members, etc. So a lot of things are happening in these times where the Lord is turning it up, is cranking it up, man. Verse 6 says, an end is come. The end is come. So, yeah, we're at the end of this appointed time, the end of this wicked-ass rulership ran by the Edomites, the so-called white people. So the end is being revealed, is being manifested. It says, it watcheth for thee, behold, it is come. So we are here, we're at those times. When you read Ezekiel 7:25, it says, destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none. So you got a lot of our people who are confused, they actually think that there's peace coming in a time of war. There's division at all-time high, animosity, hatred, violence. People are taking out on one another, right? We're living in times where you even look at somebody the wrong way, they will off you. You cut somebody off in traffic, they will delete you, okay? These are the times that we're in. Destruction is here and it's going to increase. It says, and they shall seek peace and there shall be none. Meanwhile, you got a lot of these people looking for peace. People actually think that there's going to be a change to come. Well, no, but the Lord said he's coming, to bring forth a sword, okay? He's coming to bring forth division. So you see destruction and evil is being increased. All right. Now, when you read 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1, it says, this know also that in the last days, perilous times shall come. So when you go into the word perilous, it means dangerous, risky, hazardous. We're in hazardous, dangerous times. And the scriptures say that they will come. So this is a representation, an indication as well, that we are in the end of this wicked ass rulership. This is a time that we're getting ready to enter into that's never been since the earth was created. Okay, it's called Jacob's trouble, time of tribulation. So, it's a lot of things happening where the Lord is issuing death left and right. When you read Psalm chapter 78, verse 49, It says, he cast upon them the fierceness of his anger, okay, wrath and indignation and trouble by sending evil angels among them. So what the Lord is doing is he's sending these evil angels, among these people, and they're waging war on these people, and people are having demons being put from the Lord on them, on themselves, and they're waging war against themselves. They're offing themselves. But this is the Lord showing his anger and wrath. And those of our people, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, and Native Americans, who are not hearkening unto this word, taking heed to this message, are amongst that number. They're going to be amongst that number. They're going to receive death and destruction. And I pray those of us that are sincere, we endure into the end. Okay, we remain obedient. So these evil angels are making moves. Okay. Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39. It says, see now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. So all these deaths that we see being reported, whether it's by suicide or homicide, whatever you want to call it, the Lord did it. And those of us that are still alive and remain in these times, Lord willing, we endure to the end. The Lord is doing this. The Lord controls the issues of death. He controls everything. He controls whether you live, whether you get sick, wounded, healed, as it's going to go into. It says, I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. So the Lord is casting out his anger, his indignation, okay, with these people. And as the scriptures say, it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. Okay, the same power as we just read that killeth and maketh alive. Okay, so now things are turning up and it's indicating the seriousness that's being displayed here on earth. All right. And we want to remain and endure. A couple of scriptures I'm going to close out. Because, we don't want that smoke with Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We see what the Lord's doing. 2nd Ezra 8:50. It says, for many great miseries shall be done to them. So like I read that again. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time, okay, remember, we keep seeing the end times, latter times, because we are in that appointed time, right? So many great miseries are happening now. People are catching hell in every way, physically, mentally, financially, all of these things. They know that their future isn't bright. So their miseries are being are weighing on them heavy. Division, husbands and wives are separating. Families are having tensions with one another. People are having hatred towards one another for having different political beliefs. These people are miserable on all levels. It says, in the latter times shall dwell in the world those that are dwelling on earth. Earthquakes are happening. People are losing their belongings, their loved ones. No end in sight. The Lord is continuing to bring more miseries upon these people, and it's beautiful. It says, because they have walked in great pride, so they conducted themselves in a manner of arrogancy, pride, no regard, no humility, no regard for the Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. The Lord is showing these people his wrath, okay? And the Lord's going to be known by his judgments. Sirach 39:28. Just want to bring out a couple of scriptures. Okay. It says, there be spirits that are created for vengeance. And another indication, we kept reading about scriptures that's, talking about the end times and, the final days, the last days, okay, of this wicked rulership. We also been reading a lot about vengeance, recompense, payback. The Lord is performing his vengeance. So these spirits that are created for the Lord's vengeance. Demons that the Lord is putting on these people for them to off themselves. Individuals who have issues with others, the Lord created spirits for these individuals to wage war against others. Gun violence, for example, or someone get hacked to death. That was a spirit created for vengeance. That was an evil spirit the Lord allowed or put on an individual. It says, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force. All right. So you see these spirits are pouring out their force. It says, and appease the wrath of him that made them. So this is all satisfying the one who created these spirits, and that's Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. So what is the message? The message is that, we are to take heed to the things that's going on, seek the Lord and, seek the Lord and obey him so we can be protected in these times. Okay. Sirach 5 and 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord. You see what the Lord is doing? He's offing these people, man. The Lord is deleting these people left and right and making many examples. Okay, it says, and put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed. Yeah, the Lord is going to send forth an evil spirit, a spirit created for vengeance, and it will happen suddenly. Okay, these spirits are always ready and able to make their moves. Okay, when the Lord gives forth his direction, his instruction, and he sends it down, to the angels, those moves are being made suddenly. Okay, when you least expect it. That's why we got to continue to seek the Lord and pray so the Lord can keep angels encamped around us, protect us from these different things that he's waging during the time of war. It says, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. Perish meaning die. And we see there's been over 6,000 examples of that this year alone via gun violence, and suicide. So I just want to bring this out about how deadly serious the times that we're in is. The Lord ain't playing around, man. More than 6,000 people deleted in gun violence so far in 2023. And we're only 2 months in. So seek the Lord while he may be found. All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom.